Thoughts on Coldzera to FaZe?
I think initially it'll be a bad move, just because when you're so used to speaking a common language and you go to speak a second language, it's hard. It's hard to get used to right away. And I think initially, probably for the next 3 months, he's gonna be kind of like underperforming, and then he'll start to like get into the groove and be more comfortable.
I'm not too sure about it. I'll have to give it like some time to actually give it a good response, but hopefully it'll be good in the future. But yeah, it's definitely a weird kind of pickup for me.
It wasn't a great setting because he goes in all this high expectation, and in their first event, he has his career worst event to date.
Yeah, so hopefully it's like you got to be like reasonable about it. You can't just have high expectations all the time, and I'm sure they don't.
Very interesting. I think he's a player you can really trust, and like you can't doubt him. He's good at his job. He does really good work. He's a good individual player, and it can be good and bad, because I don't know how it will work as a team. That's the thing that I think it's the most important, that it works.
Do you think Nico can succeed in the IGL role?
If he wants to really IGL, I think it can be good.
I don't know how they can structure, like the structure is inside, but I think they have to find a way to make that work. And if they work hard, they can make this team very good.
I'm scared. I think Coldzera is going to have a rough time at FaZe, but I think it's because he's one of those star players that if you look at him on MIBR, he always had Taco and he always had some structure around him. He always had like a set plan and everything. So he's an incredible player, one of the best players in the world, but he doesn't strike me as a player who can create his own opportunities the same way Nico can, the same way Simple can, the same way Zywoo can. I think he needs some kind of plan to get him involved in the action, and I think he's going to be missing that on FaZe.
I think it's a good pick. Obviously, the guy has been one of the best players in the world for 2 years, and it's something not much player achieve in the life. But I would have preferred maybe not instead of him, maybe instead of Brocky or whatever, an in-game leader for them. I think they need it. We can see Alex was on the market, and the guy for me was a big reason why ENCE went through everything they did last 6 months. So I would have picked IXCB instead of one of those players, even if Coldzera obviously is a really good player and Brocky is one of the maybe next superstars. But I think they need a game leader. Nico needs to focus on his aim, because the guy can be a top 3 player in the world, and when you have this capacity, you shouldn't be a game leader. That's my opinion, actually.
Interesting move.
What do you think? Like, do you reckon they needed like an IGL over him, or?
I think so. I'm interested to see if they can make it work. I just don't really see if they can fit all the roles necessary for all the star players they have.
Coldzera to FaZe. I'd say it's an interesting one for sure, but where else would he go, to be honest? I feel like he's found his new home, and hopefully he delivers the goods.
Do you think potentially it would have been a better move to bring in an IGL though?
Yeah, look, from an outside point of view, yes, but I don't know what goes on in the team. So maybe they've got their things sorted, and hopefully it works well. I think Broky's a really good pickup as well. I think he's insane.
I think it's one step ahead for FaZe, but it hasn't proved it yet because they don't practice enough time. But I think Coldzera will perform really well.
I think it's a good change. I think they will become really good if they find an in-game leader. Unless Nico's planning to in-game. I don't know what their plan is, but they have a really solid lineup.